Hey guys, Magic here with my little dragon today. Alright, so I just wanted to talk about some things that I've been learning about and that I've been thinking a lot about. Um, One of which is boundaries. Boundaries are lines that you draw and you clarify between yourself and others that help you maintain your identity and your individuality. Your definition of who you are separate from everyone else. That's what boundaries help you define. They help you define where you end and someone else begin. They help you draw the line in the sand of what you will allow and will not allow for you personally. Boundaries are a constant need. They are constant and you need them just like you need to breathe. Because if you don't have boundaries, it's like your life energy is being sucked out of you. So you need to have boundaries. Besides that, boundaries give us freedom to be ourselves, to be who we want to be without letting other people control who we are. If we have no boundaries, other people will control us, and we all desire freedom. The human soul, it's indestructible. I mean, it can be injured, it can be shaped, it can be mauled even, but it can't be killed. Now, if we die, our soul does live on. So even through physical death, our soul is indestructible. Our soul is freedom. It's the embodiment of freedom. It is meant to be free and not constrained by culture or society or standards or other people. We need to retain the ideas and the thoughts that are higher than the base world, the base thoughts that we all have from what the world says. We need to maintain our higher standards and our freedom for our souls. We know who we are instinctually. We know who we are at our core. We know our spiritual core instinctually, but we all deny it because we want to fit in or we're scared that society won't accept us. What if more of us were just like, you know what, I'm going to be me no matter what society has to say? Society would have to change. Stop letting society change you and let's change society. I mean, after all, we all start as a bundle of bones, and we need to recover all of our lost pieces. We cannot put ourselves together again until we have all the parts. If we need to find ourselves, we need to take a soul-searching journey. We need to figure out who we were by thinking about where we've been, what we value now, how we can live into the fullest version of ourselves and always growing, evolving, and recovering these lost pieces so we can be whole again and be free again. This is why people meditate. This is why we go to therapy, why we analyze our dreams or do psychoanalysis. This is why we practice tarot or create and do everything else that we do, because we're trying to recover these lost pieces. We're trying to find ourselves. And that sometimes feels like a never-ending journey. We're trying to gather all of our parts, and that's hard because sometimes you've been shattered into so many pieces, it's hard to even know how many, if they even still exist. Like sometimes I feel like some of my pieces are dust, and dust is hard to collect and put back together. But it is possible. It's just a process. And sometimes we just need to believe in ourselves. And I know believing in myself is something that I struggle with, and I'm sure a lot of other people do too. But we need to believe in ourselves. And if nothing else, I believe in you. So. I often feel like I'm different. Obviously, I am. Or that I do not belong. I question why I got put in the situation that I got put in with my family, or like how I even ended up in the situations I ended up in as a child. But I think in the end, even if I could go back and change it, I wouldn't, because it's made me who I am today. Yeah, there's a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, but I wouldn't be me today, who I am, I think I'm a pretty awesome person most of the time, even whenever I'm down on myself. But there is a lot of suffering sometimes in this world, and that's just not something that we can stop. I mean, a lot of my life I felt like I was stuck, like I was captured in some way. And I was just constantly told that I was not right, that I was inherently bad, wrong, evil, or improper, and that I needed to be different in some way so I could, quote unquote, fit in, or so I wouldn't be perceived as this evil being. And so I shut down lots of parts of myself. I hid a lot of myself away because I was scared. I didn't want to be seen as evil. I didn't want people to keep trying to exercise me. I didn't want people to keep telling me I was evil or that I was going to hell. I didn't want to be seen as bad, even though they couldn't tell me why I was evil, or, well, some people had theories, but they couldn't point out anything that I'd done that was necessarily bad or evil. It just felt like I was. So, because I started to believe them, so I shut down these parts of myself. And I tried to contain it and stop being myself, and to not seek out people that made me feel more normal anymore, because I just really wanted to fit in. And I was basically told, take care of other people, be there for everyone else, forget your own needs. Be sweet, be cute, be innocent at all times, and always be the good girl. And so I tried really hard to do that. But I found that no matter how hard I tried to be good, no matter how much of myself I pushed down or ignored, no matter how hard I tried to adjust to the expectations of me, people still thought I was bad or evil or not good enough. And so now I've hit a point where I don't care anymore. I don't care if you think I'm bad. I don't care if you think I'm evil. I don't care if you think I'm not enough, because I know that I am. I am enough. I am good. And I don't need you to tell me that. There's nothing wrong with me. I just need to find my path again. I need to find those pieces of me that I shut down. And that's really hard, because recovering things that I shut out is a lot harder than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be just as simple as, oh, I used to do this thing, so now I'm just going to do this thing. It's like you stop practicing something and you get rusty. It's like that. It's hard. But, we all crave freedom and individuality and authenticity, but there's too much shame in the world. So that's why we shut it down, and I'm done feeling shame for who I am. I'm done not living into my authenticity to please other people. I want to be connected to my instincts and to my soul. I want to feel that freedom that I know I should possess. I'm tired of being forced to be submissive or not, and trying to not upset other people by being myself. I'm tired of being told what I should and should not do. So, from now on, I'm just going to try my best to be me. Sometimes I do backslide and fall into old habits, but I think over time I'll get there. I just got to believe in myself. And you need to believe in yourself. Remember, I believe in you. So, that's all for now. I might talk some more later. But until then, go out and spread the love, because love always wins. Bye, guys.